YouTube live. So first and foremost, thank you from our end, mine and Khem's end, that you have given us this honor and privilege to be on the first YouTube live of Quick Eyes. And I am very sure Quick Eyes will grow leaps and bounds, and probably we will be the forerunner of the first YouTube live for Quick Eyes. So thank you very much for that. With that, let me ask you a question first. Rather than you asking a question, let me take that place and
Go
ask you a
on,
question.
Rupam. That's what we want. We knew that Sachin can't be leading this, right? Very good. Go on.
So first, you said Quick Eyes is a B2B one and the first of its kind in India. How did you came up with this idea? Why did you wanted to start this?
So Khem, Rupam, मेरे साथ ना शुरू से ही प्रॉब्लम थी. So I have switched couple of or many companies. Why? Because मैं बड़ी जल्दी बोर हो जाता था. खैर कहीं जगह काम भी नहीं कर पाता था, इसलिए भी रीजन था, to be very truthful. But मैं बोर हो जाता था बड़ी जल्दी. So I wanted to do something जिसमें engagement रहे, and I'm doing something new. I would say every month, something of that sort. तो वो करते करते, so my last job was with this company called Insurance Dekho. कार देखो की entity है Insurance Dekho. So these guys used to have office in Gurgaon, and तो वहाँ पे they had recently raised a funding of about 100 CR or something, which was Series A biggest funding. So they had so much money. So these guys used to do podcast for the CEO of the company. So एक दिन मैं संडे को गया वहां पे, मैंने देखा एक बंदा को इंटरव्यू लेने आया हुआ है एंड विद कैमरास एंड ऑल. देन आज दिन क्या चल रहा है, तो उसने बताया कि पॉडकास्ट हो रहा है. एंड मेरे साथ में ही लड़की जो ये कराती थी अरेंजमेंट, शी वाज जस्ट सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू मी, यूज्ड टू सिट नेक्स्ट टू मी इन दैट ऑफिस. तो मैं पूछ रहा था क्या है. देन शी यूज्ड टू टेल कि इंटरव्यू हो रहे हैं, एंड देन वी आर डूइंग एडिटिंग. कई बार जो इंटरव्यू लेने आ रहा है वो खुद ही एडिटिंग कर रहा है, कई बार वो रॉ फाइल देता है और हम एडिटिंग करके हम सर के बारे में लिंक्डइन पे डालते हैं. Then I thought this is very interesting, and by chance उसी टाइम पे वो सोनी पे वो जो सीरियल आता था, I just forgot, with that founders and all used to be there. तो वो सीरीज भी शुरू हुई थी. तो it was like very much in the peak 2 years back. तो मुझे लगा that we should also do something in this space, and I felt कि आज की डेट, उस टाइम में भी और अभी भी मैगजीन्स, कोई ऑप्टिकल मैगजीन्स पढ़ता नहीं है, सिर्फ फोटोज देखता है. So I thought this can be a better medium to start. And since I had contacts within the industry, so I felt कि इसको मैं commercialize भी कर सकता हूँ over the period of time. But I wasn't sure, 50-50 था. But मुझे था कि अगर ये start करूँगा तो people will recognize me. Of course वैसे भी करते हैं, but I wanted to do it on a larger scale. So that was the reason that I thought of starting this. And मेरा पहला interview was with नीलेश sir. वो मैंने ऐसे ही घर पे बैठ के लिया था. एंड पहले इंटरव्यू में ही 1 घंटा हमने बात कर, रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं हो पाई, बिकॉज जैसे इंटरव्यू स्टार्ट किया था किसी का फोन आ गया, और जैसे ही फोन आ जाता है ना तो वो बंद हो जाता है, मतलब रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप हो जाती है. मुझे पता नहीं था. और 1 घंटे के बाद जब मैंने कहा अच्छा स्टॉप करता हूँ, तो देखा वो तो रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं हुआ है. 40 सेकंड की रिकॉर्डिंग हुई थी बस. बट नीलेश सर, एज यू नो, ही इज वेरी नाइस, वेरी जेंटल गाय. तो उसके बाद मैंने एक किसी और का इंटरव्यू लिया, एंड देन अगेन आई डिड नीलेश सर इंटरव्यू.
देखो, नीलेश सर को कैच करना इतना आसान नहीं है. आप मतलब पहला इंटरव्यू उनके साथ करेंगे और सब एकदम हंकी डोरी आपने जैसा प्लान किया वैसा हो जाएगा, ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो ठीक है, उनके साथ उनको अपने फोल्ड में लाना इज डिफिकल्ट टास्क.
हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स.
ये एक ऐसा टॉपिक है सचिन, इसके ऊपर मैं कितना भी बोल सकता हूँ विद नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन.
Okay.
And I would probably like to say a few words about your courage कि आपने पहला वाला जो कॉल लिया था वो भी घर से लिया था, और पहला वाला YouTube लाइव भी घर से ही कर रहे हो. So so it's a very courageous move.
And it is not easy just for people. ज्यादा लोग तो नहीं, जितने भी मैं बता दूं कि it is not easy to do this YouTube live with 3-4 people. सिंगल बंदा कर सकता है, it is very easy. YouTube में जाओ, लाइव का बटन दबाओ, रिकॉर्डिंग हो जाती है. बट to do a similar interview with 3 or 4 people, you need to connect it with some other software. So that's the reason you see that Zoom coming up there. So you need to buy a special subscription of Zoom, then only you can do this. तो पैसे लगाए
सचिन,
वो अलग बात है, नहीं दिए हैं कुछ, बट मैंने लगाया.
पता है कि आपने बहुत मेहनत की है. So guys, we should give a round of applause to Sachin. Sachin was that is what he wanted when he said all these things. मैंने बहुत मेहनत की.
मुझे ताली वाली नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ मैंने पैसे लगाए हैं, तुमने पैसे नहीं लिए. That's it.
Right. So we appreciate that effort is what we are saying.
हमारा वक्त ही पैसा है. ये पैसा आपके पास वापस आ जाएगा ना, ये वक्त हमारे पास वापस नहीं आएगा जो हमने आपको दे दिया है ऑलरेडी.
Wow, that's like Rupam Sinha, the philosophical optometrist.
एंड द सेकेंड पार्ट इज, आपने जो बोला ना कि कुछ ही लोग ज्वाइन किए हैं, सो आई वुड लाइक टू टेल अबाउट दोज पीपल इज दोज आर अर्ली अडॉप्टर्स, इवन दे माइट बी इनोवेटर्स एज वेल ऑन द डिफ्यूजन ऑफ इनोवेशन. सो जितने लोगों ने भी ज्वाइन किया है, वी आर वेरी थैंकफुल टू देम बिकॉज दे आर द अर्ली मूवर्स. उनको देख के और भी लोग ज्वाइन करेंगे थोड़ा देर में, बट they are the early movers, they are probably are the adopters or the innovators. So congratulations guys, you have the right to ask us every question you feel like, except for the professional ones. But yes, you can go ahead and ask us as well. With that, till the time you ask some question, another question for Sachin so that he does not get opportunity to ask us questions. ये क्विक आइज नाम कहाँ से आया, क्यों आया, कैसे आया, पीछे का ब्लू कलर क्यों आया, क्विक आइज के फॉन्ट साइज कैसे आपने चूज किए, ये सब बारे में हमें कुछ बताया.
तो मैंने एक वेबसाइट यूआरएल भी बुक कराया हुआ है, तो उसमें कुछ कुछ डाल रहा था. सो इजीएस्ट जो मुझे लगा वो बाय चांस मैंने कोई काइज डाला तो मिल गया. सो दैट्स द ओनली रीजन. एंड फॉन्ट ब्लू इसलिए, आई बिलीव सारी लेंस कंपनीज का भी फॉन्ट इज ब्लू. इफ यू सी होया, एस्टेल और जाइज. सो आई आई थॉट दैट कुछ सोच के ही ब्लू कलर पिक किया होगा, तो मुझे लगा चलो ब्लू ही डाल देते हैं. दैट्स इट.
तो जो
That's
एक्सपेक्टेशन से रूपम ने सवाल पूछा और जिस जिस सलीके से हमारे सचिन जी ने जवाब दिया है, I don't know, Rupam, you got your answer, but then I don't know whether the theme of the answer is in line with your expectation or not.
no,
Rupam
it
खुद
was
blue
it,
पहन के आया यार सचिन, just because quick eye is blue.
yes. और आसपास कुछ मिला नहीं था और पहनने के लिए ये हाथ में था, तो मतलब पहन लेते हैं. एंड द पार्ट ऑफ इट इज, सचिन ने जो आंसर दिया कि बस करते करते हो गया. आई थिंक ऐसा शायद आज का डिस्कशन में बहुत सारे ऐसे चीज मिलेगा हम में से कि हमें भी करते करते हो गई थी. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं हुआ था कि मतलब हमने बहुत कुछ सोच समझ के किया, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि आज हम जिस जगह पे है शायद हमने बहुत कैलकुलेटिवली काम किया है, नहीं किया है. तो बट इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट एंड प्रॉब्ली विल नो दैट. With that, I'll ask you another question, Sachin, which most of the people will be surprised to know that you are an optometrist yourself,
हाँ,
right?
ये इन लोगों को नहीं पता.
किसी को नहीं पता है शायद कि सचिन भी एक ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट है
इनको पता
ना?
है.
So, how did you came into optometry? And रेटिनोस्कोप वगैरह कुछ याद है अभी कि पूरे भूल चुके हो? So that's our part. But how did you came into optometry? Let's not go into the technical of retinoscopy and all, because we said we'll not. So my apologies for that. But how did you came into optometry? And why is this the most well-kept secret in India, that Sachin is an optometrist is such a secretive kind of a thing? We would like to know that from you.
So I came to optometry because my father, तेरे को पता ही है ना रूपम, my father used to run a store along with someone in CP. You have been there once, so that's the reason. So I also joined BBA. अच्छा, तो मैंने ना BBA ज्वाइन किया था दिल्ली में कॉलेज में, और एंट्रेंस में पता है कितने मार्क्स आए थे? 200 में से I got 4. एंड स्टिल मेरे ना एडमिशन हो गया. मैंने पूछा, मैंने कहा एडमिशन कैसे हुआ सर, आप मार्क्स दिखा दो. तो कह रहे नहीं नहीं, वो आपका एडमिशन हो गया. मैं कहा अच्छा कैसे? वो नहीं, वो आपका ना वाइवा बड़ा अच्छा हुआ था. मैं कहा वाइवा में तो कुछ पूछा ही नहीं, उन्होंने ये पूछा आपके फादर क्या करते हैं, आप क्या करते हो एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. कह रहे नहीं सर आपका ना अच्छा हुआ था. मैं कहा अच्छा पेपर देखो. उसने पेपर दिखाया. मैंने कहा 200 में से 4 नंबर आए हैं. तो तो खैर बीबीए में एडमिशन हो गया था, बट देन आई गॉट एडमिशन इन ऑप्टोमेट्री आल्सो इन वन ऑफ द कॉलेज इन दिल्ली. Not much to flaunt about that, so that's why I don't want to name it also here. तो एंड सिंस कॉलेज ऐसी था, फ्लॉन्ट करने लायक नहीं था, तो वहाँ पढ़ाई भी ऐसी थी. एंड आई एम प्रीटी बैड इन इन रेटिनोस्कोपी, मुझे नहीं आती करनी. सो दैट्स द रीजन आई डोंट टेल टू मेनी पीपल. मैं पता चले किसी ने बिठा दिया, चलो टेस्टिंग करो, तो बेइज्जती नहीं होनी चाहिए.
That's cool. So I have a question, maybe first for Sachin and then for Rupam. So Sachin, you mentioned that बहुत जल्दी बोर हो जाते हो आप. But then how did you decided that you will leave your corporate job, I should say high paying corporate job, and then get into this? And have you decided that yes, this is what your calling was?
सॉरी, मेरे को लास्ट समझ आया क्या था. हैव यू डिसाइडेड
that this is your final destination?
हाँ, now I feel this is my final lesson. I've got couple of offers from different companies. but even my wife says join कर लो, but मुझे पता है मैंने कर लिया जो मैं छोड़ दूंगा फिर 6 महीने, इसलिए I don't want to do.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Uh,
So, Rupam, question to you. The question which you asked Sachin then, that how did you came to optometry? So,
Oh,
how
that
did Rupam arrive?
So it was also okay. So I was pretty good in studies. If you see my marks and all, I was good in studies, but I always wanted to join police. That was my calling. I felt that was my calling. And Calcutta police growing up in Kolkata was like the sergeant, the traffic sergeant used to carry guns, and their dress was white and black boots, red. You get to ride a bike. That was more important. You get to ride a bullet at if you are a Calcutta traffic sergeant. I always wanted to be there. And based on those circumstances, I did not want to give my joint entrance examination. And in our time, what happens is 1 year of waste in a student's life was like it was a taboo. You can't even imagine. That's an unimaginable scene at that point of time. That this is the biggest scene in the world that you will drop off for 1 year. So my mother was from medical field, so she said, and she always used to say this, that you should get into medical field. You will never sleep hungry. At least you can push one injection, give
Yeah,
one drop, and have 10 rupees. At least you will eat something. You will never go to sleep hungry. So go to the medical field. And then that was the time when we had this optometry entrance examination. And I gave both, once in Pune and one in Kolkata. I was having good ranks in both of them, so got selected in both Pune and Kolkata, which is Bharati Vidyapit and Vidyasagar College of Optometry and Vision Science. My father bribed me with a bike, so I came back to Calcutta, joined Vidyasagar College of Optometry and Vision Science, and it started from there. How was yours? How did you came into optometry? That's interesting to know as well.
Yeah, I will answer that, but then I feel sad that because of that bike, BVP lost one seat. Yeah, that's uncle. What did you do? Yeah.
And that bike was also a
Mine
story,
is,
huh? That bike was also a story, Khem, because I think this will be a fun conversation to have on that
yeah.
bike.
Please go on.
So, that time Roadies was very famous, and Roadies was
Oh.
riding on Charisma. And my father said, I'll buy you any bike you come down. And we did not agree on which bike he will buy me. Right. So I went to the Hero Honda showroom at that point of time. I saw, a beautiful sky color Charisma. And I said, oh, my father might have booked this for me. And then he arrived and he said, please bring the bike. I have already booked for my son. And, the bike he have brought was CD Dawn. It was not even 100cc bike, and it was a very small bike. And you know how big a guy I am, right? So what happened was, for the first 1 month, you never notice that because it's your bike. You are free. You are riding the bike here and there. Then one of my classmates gave me an amazing compliment on that bike, which I had lived with and have not forgotten that yet. So she said, have you ever been to a circus? I said, yes. She said, have you ever seen a bear riding a bicycle? I said, yes. She said, you exactly look like that on your bike. So, but I have rode that CD Dawn for almost I think 4 years of college, and then in Delhi probably 2 years. So almost 6-7 years I have rode that CD Dawn. I have taken it to various places across India. So, but that
That's
bike
cool.
was very special. Yeah, but that's how
But
the
then
story
you
was.
remember it, you remember it even today. That's
I
nice.
remember the bear riding the cycle. Of course, I do that. Over to you, Khem. How did you came into optometry? Sorry to interject over there, but I thought this story would have been interesting to know.
No, it was interesting indeed. Yes, Sachin has got a question.
Khem, just someone you just keep replying on YouTube. There are a couple of people who have messaged. Since
I can't reply, Sachin. So because of the technical issue I am facing right now, I can't reply. You can tell me the question, I can answer.
Rupam can reply either on message. So, sir, Tanisha. So Tanisha is asking, sir, any tips for young optometrist? So, any tips for young optometrist? This is the most common question for Khem and Rupam. I am sure you can answer it better. I would say, Tanisha, if you can message what exactly you are looking for in terms of career wise or in terms of stability wise.
That's a common question. In fact, so Tanisha, thank you for putting up that question, and let me Rupam part my answer to your question, and I can relate when I was I was doing. Sorry.
शॉर्ट में देना, ज्ञान मत देना.
हाँ,
एग्जैक्ट आंसर देना, बिल्कुल अनडिप्लोमेटिक.
Undiplomatic, right? So when I was doing my optometry, I always wanted to talk to people. You know, big people used to visit our institute, and I also wanted to talk to them, but I never knew what should I ask. So I can very well understand what Tanisha is asking, is that uh, what can we do to be successful in the field? I think if that's the question, Tanisha, you're asking, is love your subject, love your profession, identify which subject you like the most, and then go deep in that subject. That's what I would say. I hope, Sachin, it was quick, like quick eyes.
I have a different take, but Tanisha, if you are there, so just stay there for some more time. I will give a detailed answer. It will take about 10. It will take about 10 minutes discussion on this.
That's
Just to make
partiality,
sure
Sachin. You
yeah,
said my answer to be very quick, and you will give 10-minute speech.
हाँ, मैं 10 मिनट ले सकता हूँ, तुम्हारे पास नहीं, मेरा चैनल है ना, तुम्हारा नहीं है इसको।
ठीक है।
So I will probably also, just do extempore of what Khem was telling to Tanisha. Is first and foremost, thank you for asking that question. And I think a couple of things. The only thing that people won't be able to take away from you is the knowledge you will gather as you read optometry, right? So please keep reading. That's one very important thing. Secondly, you have three different people in this chat and with three different things, right? So Khem has always shown persistence. He has been with one organization throughout his life. You just heard Sachin, who is like, I can't work anywhere. And if you have seen me, I have changed roles multiple times in my life. So whichever path you choose, and probably the only thing that is common among us is that we are very eager learners. I can vouch for Khem for that. If you tell him a new subject regarding optometry, he will still learn. He will still read. So that's one thing which is very, very common. And when opportunities come, grab them. Don't think too much, because you are young. You have a lot of chances to accommodate failure. So learn, fail, relearn, and do. That's probably the only suggestion I can give you so far.
Correct. So one more question from Anjali, and it's a bit weird, but that's quite normal. I can understand. So she's asking. Of course, I'm a big fan of all three of you. I want to ask all three seniors. Honestly, please share if you feel discouraged in your optometry journey. So
Sorry?
Do you feel discouraged in your optometry journey? So
हाँ भाई, जब 30 रिफ्रैक्शन
feel-
करने होते हैं, एक हाफ limited time में you were supposed to do 30 refraction. I used to feel very frustrated, but then I think it's ups and downs of the profession. Sometimes it's not all days are not same. So that's what my take is. Maybe Sachin and Rupam can reply.
Sachin, you want to go first? With the discouragement is your favorite topic, so please go ahead.
So Khem, I feel many optometrists, majority of optometrists would be feeling this. Why? Because monotonous job है, उनको एक ही काम एक ही जगह पे बार बार करना है. People like you और रूपम, इनके लिए फिर भी इतना नहीं होगा, या मेरे लिए इतना नहीं होगा, because we keep on traveling, we keep on meeting new people. But if you are sitting at a store or if you are sitting at a clinic and doing same job again and again, and nothing employee engagement activities are not there, then this is quite common to happen, I would say. And if you like, for me, if you ask me, I really love attending customers also. This is something which I'm not sure if I've told you ever. So I really love meeting people, attending customers. Like कोई मुझे कहे मेरी दुकान के काउंटर के पीछे खड़े हो जाओ और चश्मे बेचो, I love that job. So if you're not happy doing eye testing and all, like I normally not happy doing eye checkups and all. That's the reason that I am not sitting behind the chair of a clinic and all. Why? Because I'm not happy doing that. So I would say to Anjali, if you're not happy doing eye checkups and all, then maybe within the optical industry, you can look for something else. But you should love your job. That's most important. Like I love attending customers. I don't like doing eye checkups, but I love attending customers. So I work for Kokoleni. I'm for 10 to 12 days. I'm in Goa and I love attending customers in their stores. मतलब मेरे हिसाब से उससे अच्छी खुशी मुझे किसी और काम में नहीं मिलती. Meeting people, attending customers, meeting new people and all. So you need to love your job. If you're not loving your job, that's the reason you are getting bored. And it is quite common within the optical industry. And I think that is something which Rupam and Khem need to make much more interesting for people like them, because you are the one who represent different companies, and you have money to make it interesting also.
I will probably make it interesting with my answer. Okay, so I completely understand the question, and I will tell you one thing is, daily disappointment, daily disencouragement is very common in our daily to daily life. That's for sure. But if you know your why, right? If you know your purpose, your cause, your belief, why you are doing what you are doing, I think you will not be discouraged or swayed away from your pursuit of line. Just because what Sachin was telling was attending customer. Even if you stay in a retail store, there is so much to learn in a retail store. There are so much of brands to learn about, the history of the brand, the legacy of the brand. Every eye testing is a new opportunity to learn something new. If you know your calling from inside, if you know your probably ikigai, if you know your why, if you have read the book from Simon Sinek, if you read the ikigai book, find out your purpose, cause and belief, and then I think you will, that small disengagement, discouragement that you will get throughout every day, you will be able to overcome them very easily, and you would not require Khem or me to come and motivate you, because motivate is a, it's a one time affair. But what you can have regularly is a self talk with you, and get into your bigger cause and purpose. So probably example like Sachin said, he likes talking to people. So it is not talking to customers. Probably what he loves is talking to people. So if you see actually Sachin's why, and what I've understood over the discussion that we were having for the last 30 minutes is that he loves people. He loves speaking, right? Probably he likes to create a bit of a controversy as well, but he loves speaking, right? That's why he is so passionate about Quick Eyes. That's why probably he had find his end game in Quick Eye, because he have understood that here I'll be able to talk to people. Same thing when he goes back to his Goa day, what he does is he speaks to people. So what he really is an extrovert. He gets his fuel by talking to people, and that's what he's pursuing in life. That's why he has stuck to Quick Eyes, and whatever he's currently doing with different organizations. That's the part. So find out for yourself. If you are unable to find out, ping me. I will help you to find out your purpose, your cause, and belief. Of course, as a fellow optometrist, I will definitely be love. I would love to help you out. Once you find out that, every day is a beautiful day. With that, we will take questions. But first, I want to know why, how Khem became an optometrist. Let us
Oh,
go to
wow.
that, and then we'll take all the questions.
That,
I really want to know
that's very
So
simple.
Khem, you can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Khem,
That's very simple. Like,
you
I
just
was
keep a
up
track on chat. So there are two questions now.
fine.
After this simple answer from Khem, we'll take all the questions.
Yeah. So that's very like any other, medical person there. I appeared for all the exams. I didn't get seat anywhere. Luckily, I got a seat at AIMS, and I had no choice but join there. So that's how I came to optometry, and I am really happy that this happened to me.
Yes,
So,
and please feel free to challenge. That's important.
Yeah.
How to develop intrinsic motivation?
When it comes to doing same job or following same protocol every day, same thing doing every day, monopoly is what kicks in. And I think I'm doing almost similar job from quite a long time. But what I have learned is, you cannot innovate every day. वो बात करने में बहुत अच्छा लगता है, हम रोज कुछ नया करेंगे. I personally feel, and it's my personal opinion, that we cannot innovate every day. However, another part which is true is the same process which I might be doing for months and years, I'm still not 100% on that. And that is what gives me motivation, or maybe motivation, or whatever what you want to say, that I really want to do it flawless. To make something flawless, a lot of efforts are required. And when you are ready to put that effort, that is what keeps you engaged. Like, we did a lot of sessions, off late, and then every last session, till last session, we were discussing that how this can be more effective. So that is what keep me at least engaging, and then that's what keep me pushing, doing same job. So monopoly definitely kicks in, but then how you handle or manage that makes a difference, is what I would say.
And probably I would like to probably now थोड़ा सा contradiction करते हैं, थोड़ा सा entertainment करते हैं, क्योंकि अंकित भी बोल रहा था थोड़ा सा कुछ तो करो अलग से. So I would contradict Sachin. working in a retail is an amazing job, right? I always felt myself like James Bond while I was working in retail. Somebody comes with an
क्या बात
idea,
है.
I talk to them, I change their perception, and I leave. When they exit the door, I have three things to do. One is let them know what a great profession we are in, which is optometry. Two, tell them that they get the best consumer experience in that store that I was in, and also talk about the brand and the store that I was in. And I think Sachin has witnessed this when I was working in the stores, and many people who have seen me in my retail action has seen this. So I feel a part like James Bond and a part like a sniper. You wait for the person to come in, and then how you engage with that person is giving, well, it's going to give you a lot of happiness that particular day, because you get to meet someone, you get to understand their perspective, and that person who is walking through that door in is actually paying your salary. Wow, that's amazing, right? And what you do, like the proverb says, when you are not at war, you sharpen your axe and sword. That's exactly what Khem is telling, is every day is a chance to get better at your craft. Do you just know, just around, if you're working in a retail, do you know the type of frames you have in each shelf? Do you know the type of nose pads you have in each shelf? Do you know the temple length of each one? Can you, if a customer walks in and asks you for a suggestion, can you pick up the right frame, one chance, one go and put it on the face and say, this is the best fit? That's a skill you develop as you go through that monotony. This is what you do when you are not in battle. You sharpen your axe. When you are at, and then when you are at the battle, you go for the kill. That's how a retail works. And it's a great opportunity to help someone when you work in retail. That's the obligation, that's the purpose, cause, and belief I have. I think Khem also has that. When you give any kind of a eyewear, it may be spectacle or contact lenses, you are changing somebody's life for the better if you are dispensing it the right way, right? What else? It's like you are changing somebody's perspective, you are helping somebody to see clearly, you are changing people's life. And you have a bit of a me time as well, where you can sit, you can read anything you want. You can read about optometry, you can read a storybook, you can still do a bit of a Facebook, Insta, see Insta lives like this we're doing probably tomorrow when you are slightly bored in your retail practice. So I loved my retail journey for sure. I think it's amazing how you can contribute to your passion, your profession, and also get money out of it at the end of the month. So I loved my retail life. It's not boring. If you take it as boring, it is boring. If you take it as interesting, it is interesting. थोड़ा सा विवाद आ
Let
गया.
me, yeah. Let me just add on to that. I will share a live means like actual thing which happened with me, actual experience. So I was visiting a store, uh, to in my part of my profile, and then I wanted to interact with the optometrist there, and this person was not giving any attention. So I visited, I introduced myself, and then he said, okay, he introduced me to a different optometrist. Okay, you can go and talk to him. Okay, I spoke to that person, came out, and then I spoke to my senior that, okay, by the way, this person I could meet, this person I couldn't meet, because this person felt that, okay, I would not add any value to him. Do you want to know the name of that person? Mr. Sachin Puri.
Oh,
He don't remember by now, but then he was the one, and then I visited, I said, and I was like, what can I tell that him when he's not ready to talk to me? But then obviously, I was trained to work with people who are not interested. Okay. And then later on, yes, we are having YouTube live, his own first YouTube live today. सचिन आपको पता नहीं याद है या नहीं यार? Ankit, hope you like this one.
Achha, Ankit is writing, watch OTT also, which one misses in corporate job, not boring at all. Well said, Rupam.
and
So,
and
Khem,
probably तो वो सवाल यही था, आप जो बोल रहे थे ना, कि
खुश
सवाल
है
ये था
वो
कि
खुश रहेंगे.
मोटिवेशन कहाँ से ढूंढे. तो
हाँ,
मोटिवेशन
मोटिवेशन
आपको
इसी
वही
से
ढूंढना
ढूंढोगे
पड़ेगा
कि आप
जिसमें
कुछ
आपको
अलग
पसंद है.
चीजें ट्राई करते रहो.
Exactly.
So the part of it I'll tell you. देखो, probably
हाँ, जैसे मेरे को नहीं पसंद था टेस्टिंग करना, इसलिए मैंने मूव किया.
हाँ बस.
Yeah, so that
तो
was your call.
your motivation was to speak with people because your purpose was to speak with people.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, correct.
सो मोटिवेशन ऐसा नहीं आएगा, बुक पढ़ने से मोटिवेशन नहीं आती है,
And
रील्स
I will
देखने से
also answer something.
रील्स देखने से मोटिवेशन नहीं आएगी. तो अगर आपको इंट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन चाहिए, इट इज टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट यू लव डूइंग, हु यू आर, एंड हाउ यू कैन मेक फन, you know, in your daily to daily life. For if you see, for example, and it is also to have multiple things in your life, not just one particular thing that you just, okay, मैं यही हूँ. You are not. You are a lot of things. You are a lot of potential in your life as well, right? So find out what you love doing, and probably your job right now, your job is not the one which you like, or it's not an ideal job for you. Keep developing yourself, find happiness somewhere else, and do the job and train yourself for the job that you aspire for. As simple as that. And then it becomes very easy. Clinical optometry is very good with that, because what Khem was telling was also, I'll probably tell you, is like, I've seen many reels where people say dispensing, but we don't do dispensing, we do this as well. I would probably, echo what Khem was telling. If you can do the right dispensing, you are indispensable in the life of your patient, right? You can make somebody who is, legally blind see again by the right dispensing. So take pride in that dispensing, take pride in that eye testing. It's nothing wrong with it. Take pride in your clinical abilities, take pride in fitting the right type of contact lenses, doing the right type of prescription, giving the right type of glasses. That's also amazing, because once you know how to dispense all the different dispensing devices we have, you become indispensable in the patient's life, right? Nobody can take your place as well. Of course, after that, you can stack what Sachin said, that you can have this, you can, because I loved brands, I want to know about brands, so I learned about brands. Simple. You don't like it, don't learn it. You have something else to learn. Probably learn how a frame would fit on somebody's nose. So there is a lot of things to learn. Motivation will not come every day, and there will be nobody to give you a motivation every day. You have to find your path, you have to find your own happiness, and first find out who you are, what you really love, what you really like, and then take that path. From there, you might not be on the ideal path. Work hard to get onto your ideal path, and just enjoy the process. That's the journey is more beautiful than the destination, believe me on that. And I will ask that question later to Khem as well, about mountains and everything, which will also create a lot of light in the mood as well. But even in the mountains, I think Khem will echo the same thing, that the journey is more important, not the end destination. So take that journey, enjoy that journey, and we'll speak about it. Yes, Mr. Sachin, some more questions on the chat box. ये एक मोटिवेशन के क्वेश्चन में हमने कितना सारा आंसर दे दिया यार, मतलब हम सच में ज्ञानवादी लोग हैं. एक मोटिवेशन का क्वेश्चन की थी किसी ने, और हमने कहां से घूम के ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट को क्या करना चाहिए,
that question motivated all of us, I guess.
कहां से घूम के हम आ गए पूरा क्वेश्चन का आंसर देने के लिए. बट that's a good one, I guess.
अंकित को पूरा चैट पे इतना ज्ञान दे रहा है, इससे पूछो कि करना है सेशन करना है साथ में, करेगा नहीं. तो इसलिए I am just trying to ignore his questions. Let's leave. So
yeah.
Anjali is like,
sorry, go on, Sachin, you were reading question.
Anjali is like very pro. She is like putting too many questions. So she is asking, the question was, have you felt discouraged in your journey, or was it always glittery?
No.
I think Rupam, you want to answer? Short me.
It never was.
I didn't knew that.
It never was.
No.
Life was never smooth. Life was never easy, and journey was.
So over the period of time, it gets.
सचिन मेरा बॉस था, ये कितना डिस्करेज किया मेरे को, पहले पूछो इसको. सचिन वाज माय बॉस इन माय फर्स्ट रिटेल जॉब. मैं बोला मेरे को मैनेजर बनना है, बोला नहीं पहले ये करो ये करो पर फिर बनाएंगे मैनेजर. दिस इज द गाय. बोला आई टेस्टिंग कर लो बस, और कुछ नहीं करना है. अभी बोल रहा है मेरे को आई टेस्टिंग पसंद नहीं है, मेरे को ये भी करना है वो भी करना है. दिस इज द गाय. The first discouragement in my retail came from Sachin. I said I can handle a store. He said no.
I have a message for people like Sachin. You please decide. You want an optometrist or you want a salesperson? You please decide in your head. Problem is, you are not able to decide. You want a salesperson or you want an optometrist. You want an optometrist and then you want, please do sales also. This guy is not trained to do sales. Either you invest in him and then ask for sales. But I think a lot of time people do this mistake. They are not clear in their head. they are hiring an optometrist or they are hiring a salesperson. That's where the difference comes.
And then when I was ready, मैं बोला मैं सेल भी करूंगा ना, मेरे को मैनेजर बनना पड़ेगा, then I'll sell. फिर बोलते हैं तुम्हारा एज कम है, तुम्हारा तो तजुर्बा ही नहीं है. अरे भाई खेलने नहीं दोगे तो पता कैसे चलेगा कि खेलता कैसे आदमी है. ठीक है. So discouragement will come throughout your life. Nothing is easy. You will fail multiple times in all the things you do. The idea is to stick on to it. तो मैं सचिन के पीछे पड़ा था, नहीं कराओ मैनेजर बनाओ, करूंगा और जब बनाया तो अच्छा करके दिया था. So he also knows that. But the idea was there will be a lot of people to discourage you. There will be a lot of incidents in your daily life to discourage you. I still remember Khem coming. I was in a store in Delhi, right? I still remember Khem coming drenched in sweat. He did not have a car then. When he started it, he used to carry a bag full of trials, and he used to come, fully drenched in sweat. And I used to ask, "Do you want to have a glass of water?" And he would say, "Yes, please give me a glass of water because nobody has asked me for a glass from the morning."
Yeah, I remember.
Right?
Lovely days, Rupam. Lovely days.
Rupam, I would like to add here something. I will not name the person. So there is a girl who is doing some great stuff. She's handling a territory. She's handling a territory in North India, and while I was working with a retail store, तो वहाँ पे एक लड़का था, ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट था. then he used to come and say me, सर देखो ये तो मेरी जूनियर है, कितना बढ़िया सैलरी मिल रही है, इतना बढ़िया काम कर रही है, इसके नीचे टीम भी है 4-5 लोगों की. मैंने कहा भाई जब ये पसीने में आती थी ना बैग लेके, तब तुम देखते. मैंने कहा तुम घूम नहीं सकते 1 घंटे इतने ज्यादा ह्यूमिड एटमॉस्फेयर में, और बैग लेके जाओ. और
I am proud of her. I'm proud of her, and I know I can guess whom Sachin is talking about. I'm proud of her, and then whenever I meet her, I always congratulate her. So good to see people rising, in front of your eyes.
तो आई वांट टू टेल टू दी ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट, तो ये सब काम करने पड़ते हैं, मतलब पसीना बहाना पड़ता है, बेइज्जती भी होती है, इंसल्ट भी होती है, मेरी भी होती है, अभी भी होती है. मैं किसी से अगर ऑप्टिशियन से मिलने जाता हूँ, देयर हैव बीन मेनी टाइम्स कि हाँ जी बाहर खड़े हो जाओ, चाहे वो मुझे जानता हो स्टिल. तो इफ यू आर ओके गेटिंग इंसल्टेड बट यू लव योर जॉब, देन यू विल लव इट, एंड प्लस पैसे मिलेंगे तो मोटिवेशन आ जाता है. दैट आई थिंक Rupam can tell better. Money.
Probably ये शहर आप काफी ज्यादा ले लेगी, ये तो नॉर्मल है, राइट? सो on a diets or a podium and you think this is how it is, but just imagine even today Sachin can return back to his home every night. It's not the same for me and Khem. We are still traveling. We don't go back to our family every single night. There are times when we don't go back to our family for a week long. So that's all we have to put in as well. There are times when our flight is at 4 o'clock in the morning or at around 12 o'clock at night. We do that still now at this level, right? And of course, आपको जितना आपका नौकरी देगा उससे कहीं गुना आपसे ले भी लेगा, तो आपको देना तो पड़ेगा, right? Nobody has the easy way out. It's like movies. If you are bad at your work, you will be out. You have to be on the top of the game to survive as well, right? So it's tough. It's not easy. It's sweat, blood, and tears. And probably I'll name a brand which is not an optical brand. So I'll talk about a brand called as Under Armour. It is said that blood, sweat, and respect. The first you have to give the first two, which is your blood and sweat, to earn the respect that comes after that. So that's probably how it works.
Okay, sir. आगे.
धन्यवाद. अरे मैं इकिगाई कोच भी हूं ना, तो थोड़ा बहुत मार्केटिंग खुद का भी करना पड़ता है ना, कि लोग भाई थोड़ा सा इकिगाई से भी आए, कुछ तो बात करें हमारे साथ.
सही. तो मैं
सचिन मेरे को ये बताओ कि ये सब करने के बाद,
सॉरी,
काम के अलावा कुछ करते हो तुम? मतलब do you have your own free time? I've seen you like either you are making reels now. What is that you do beyond work?
Hello? मेरे को कुछ और, मतलब कहीं और ज्वाइन सर मुझे कहीं और ज्वाइन इसलिए भी नहीं करना बिकॉज मेरे पास बहुत फ्री टाइम, मुझे फ्री टाइम चाहिए. दैट्स द रीजन दैट आई डोंट वांट टू वर्क.
That's great, but then what do you do?
Any full time
what do you do in that free time?
To watch Netflix series. परसों फॉर्मूला 1 देख के आया. बहुत कुछ है सर करने के लिए,
Okay,
बहुत कुछ
that's
है।
great.
मतलब स्क्रीन टाइम ही है बस,
हाँ
या तो
हाँ, बहुत
क्विक
कुछ है करने के लिए।
वीडियो बना रहा हूँ, या तो मैं मूवी देख रहा हूँ, या तो नेटफ्लिक्स में बैठा हूँ, और कुछ नहीं है।
यार फोन बंद करके चले जाओ कभी पहाड़ों पे, या हमारे साथ चलो। आई हैव बीन टेलिंग दिस गाय, ये हर बार पूछता है हाँ ठीक है कब है आपका नेक्स्ट ट्रिप, इस टाइम पे जा रहा हूँ, चलो मैं आता हूँ। एंड देन ही विल आस्क मी
बट ये
अच्छा
कि
हाउ
हाँ,
मेनी
स्क्रीन
डेज।
टाइम इट टेक्स लॉट ऑफ एडिटिंग एंड ऑल।
यार ये तो दिस इज वर्क सचिन, दिस इज स्टिल वर्क, व्हाट यू डू बियॉन्ड वर्क वाज द क्वेश्चन।
और आप पहाड़ों में जाने के
सर
लिए
ये
बात
सर
करके भी क्यों नहीं जाते हो?
सर यही मेरे लिए,
सो
sir,
यू
this
आर अ
is so
वर्कोहॉलिक
so
पर्सन।
that's the fun part for me na. Really love doing this.
गुड, यू आर
I
एंजॉयिंग
really
व्हाट यू
love
आर
doing
डूइंग।
this. That's the reason. मतलब if so like I'm planning to go to Silmo in September. So I'm also
अगेन
planning
वर्क सचिन।
if I can do a stopover somewhere and I can meet couple of opticians or
हे
some
भगवान,
interesting person.
अरे यही बात
सच
नहीं
अ
करनी थी इस
बोरिंग,
पॉडकास्ट में।
such a boring personality, Sachin. Now I know why any plan has not been successful with you. Get some life, man.
Acha, sir. So, so I don't know why this Ankit Sakuja is disturbing a lot in this chat. Anyways, just
So I think we
forget
have
him.
left
So
with
Abhishek,
less time. If we have anything else to, do we have any more questions?
who said we have less time? You stay there. Wait. Zabardasti. So Abhishek Singh from Dubai. I think Rupam would know him. So he's messaging, sir. Thanks a lot for this. You, Mr. Khem and Rupam, always helping me because of you guys. I'm in UAE. Then there is someone, Povitham Gokul. I think Rupam would know. Myopia control and prevention are talk of town. Can you share options available for spectacle success rate? I would just say to Gokul that we will do this some other time. You must
Gokul, take a chill
Rupam.
pill.
So you will be
Take a
having
chill
Rupam
pill.
number. I think Rupam is with me.
Gokul has my number. He can give me a call, and I'll immediately tell him all the things that he
I'm
wants
meeting
to
him.
know.
I'm meeting him Monday. I will tell him. Don't worry.
कौन है ये? Who is Gokul?
So,
One of our
I'll
friends.
tell you, Gokul is an amazing guy, right? A great guy, right? So probably
कहाँ पे?
he used to have he was आएगा खेम आ जाएगा, थोड़ा सा लॉग आउट हो गया होगा. So
अच्छा.
Gokul is an amazing guy, right? He is one of the most hardest working guy I've ever seen, with a very much mind which is inclined towards learning new things and acquiring knowledge. So he's a great guy. He's now, I guess, he works with Khem in the same organization.
Oh.
He is not an optometrist, but he's an amazing guy. And Abhishek, thank you, brother. Abhishek and I had our journey back in Delhi as well. So he's now in UAE. We are so proud of him, and he's doing so well for himself. So all the best, brother, for that.
So now Ankit who is asking, answer is no. Came, he is just obsessed with work. Acha, I think he's telling me Ankit.
Yeah, he's
Why
telling you.
I don't, why is he such an acha? Yeah, anyways. Anjali Das, I
Ankit,
think
keep up the good work, brother. Keep up the good work.
Anjali Das, who is Anjali Das? I think she's laughing because of I shared that I saw F1, but it's a movie to watch. Superb
I
movie.
loved F1. I just
You
loved
guys should
F1.
watch it.
Yeah, I know. I think probably once you
Have
go
you
a bit
seen
old, you
it?
will like F1 bit more.
I am not a Formula One fan. मैंने कभी ऐसा रेस देखी भी नहीं, but movie was amazing.
Yes.
So great movie to watch. I would just tell to everyone there is a subscribe button also. If you can just subscribe it, it would be great. Uh, anyways, so coming
क्या
back.
क्या एक बार properly तो बोलो उसको.
हाँ यार, we
Click
want to see
like,
that.
share and hit the
How
bell
Sachin
icon
does
so
that.
that you know when we are on live next time. ऐसा बोलो तो सही एक बार.
अरे मुझे नहीं
एक बार बोलो
आता
तो सही.
क्या कैसे बोलते हैं, मैं भूल भी गया.
वही
Please
कि
subscribe the button, then घंटी भी बजाना.
first like,
First
first
like,
like, then subscribe,
subscribe,
and then hit the bell icon so
and
that
then
you are
hit
up
the
to
bell
date with
icon.
what is happening with the. अब खुद बोलो एक बार. बोल के दिखाओ.
Uh, so since you're watching this videos, first like, then subscribe, and then hit the bell icon.
And please share it with your friends as well.
And please share it with your friends also.
हाँ, आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे. Yes, please go ahead.
So I wanted to tell you that Rupam ने जो first job थी, I think मेरे साथ ही थी. It was first or second?
No, it was my second job. My first job was with Dr. Shroff Charity Hospital in Delhi. उससे भी पहले मेरा एक जॉब था.
खेम
उससे भी पहले मेरा एक जॉब था, ठीक है, which I got in my college days, and that's the same organization where Khem still works. So I still have a certificate from that organization. Okay. So of course, my first job kind of a thing which paid me money was Bosch and Long. Then and that was in my college days. Then I went into Shroff, and then yours. So uh, after graduation, second, if you take my job experience, it was fourth job experience, because before that I used to do a bit of a door-to-door sales as well to get my money, and I also used to teach kids to get some money when I was in my college. So jobs काफी किए सर, और jobs किए हैं. आशीर्वाद आटा भी बेचा है, बच्चों को भी पढ़ाया है, फिर बॉशलम में काम किया है, फिर श्रॉफ में काम किया है, फिर then I met you. That's how it was. So I was well versed with sales. That's why I asked you to make me a manager. ना, you did not make it in the first place.
खेम ये आदमी पता है, ये आदमी जाइज में जब था, मतलब मैंने इससे ज्यादा महंगी आदमी देखा था. एक ये था और एक इसका फ्रेंड था, इंद्रोनील नहीं, क्या नाम था वो जो
It's okay. You don't have
बंगाली
to
था.
remember all the names, Sachin. We know you are aging.
Forgot his name.
I would strongly recommend having some Silajit for the brain. It does makes your brain better.
You can satisfy
Go on,
yourself
Sachin.
in
Try
tables for
again.
brain. Rupam Martin. So भाई रूपम होता था स्टोर पे, ये था, और एक इसका फ्रेंड इंद्रनील बंगाली. यार ये इतना काम करते थे ना खेम. ही यूज्ड टू स्वीप द फ्लोर. ये झाड़ू और पोछा मारता था क्योंकि वो स्टोर बड़ा गंदा होता था कई बारी. मतलब ही वाज सो हार्ड वर्किंग. आई वाज सरप्राइज सीइंग इट. मतलब मुझे तो लगता था यार क्या आदमी है. और कोई और नहीं करता था, सिर्फ ये करता था और एक इसका फ्रेंड था साथ में बंगाली. तो दीस टू गाइस यूज्ड टू
Prasenjit
डू
था,
इट.
Prasenjit.
एंड
Prasenjit
अमेजिंग.
Chatterjee.
प्रसन्नजीत चैटर्जी. अमेजिंग पीपल.
I think that's what shows that you're love with what you're doing, like, you know, and that is why it is never boring for such people. So
Exactly.
I would say
And
like,
probably the other fact was also, we used to spend more time in that store compared to our family, our house. How will you make it dirty? Why will you not clean it yourself if somebody else is not helping you out, right? You have to do it yourself, because we were spending 12 to 13 hours in that place. So why not? But thank you, sir. Thank you for that. ये आपने तब अप्रेजल में कभी नहीं कहा, बट आज चलो कम से कम 17 साल के बाद हमने कहा तो
थैंक यू.
सही. Thank you for that.
नहीं यार थैंक यू. थैंक नहीं थैंक यू. किसने झाड़ू पोछा तुमने लगा दिया, मुझे नहीं लगाना पड़ा, और इसलिए बता रहा
हाँ,
हूँ.
बट आपने अप्रेजल के टाइम में कभी नहीं बताया ना कि थोड़ा सा और अप्रेजल ले ले. आज 17 साल के बाद बता रहे हो जब अप्रेजल देने की नहीं है कुछ भी.
18 साल.
अब कभी नहीं. 18 साल, यस, 18 years.
हमें हमें खुद नहीं
आपने ये
मिला,
थॉट
तुम्हें
को
क्या दिलाते.
आपने ये थॉट को एडल्ट होने दिया. थैंक यू फॉर दैट. 18 साल तक आपने जो दिल में दबा के रखा है, थैंक यू फॉर दैट. आई थिंक हिज नेटवर्क इज वेरी पुअर. ही इज गेटिंग
Yeah.
कट ऑफ.
So that's your first thing which you should do is fix your network. After this live, you know, next live session.
रूपम का मुंह खुला रह गया. अच्छा हो गया, बंद हो गया.
वो आपका
तो,
नेटवर्क स्लो है, हमारा नहीं.
मेरे में मेरा नेट स्लो चल रहा है, तुम लोगों का स्लो चल रहा है.
कमी आप में है.
द वीडियो इज गेटिंग हैंग इन.
Sachin, your
Yes,
network is poor.
yours.
मैं इस बार आई एम सिटिंग इन अ डिफरेंट. अच्छा.
अभी आ रहा है.
Any other question if you want to ask me, or anything else if you want to know
I would
before
love to
people
ask him
start
another
leaving?
question. I would like to ask him another question, probably, which is probably very close to his heart, and he will be able to answer with heart. Is his journey to mountains, right? How did he discover it, and how did the calling came? And I know every year he spends a bit of a time in the mountains. So what keeps him going back to the mountains again and again? If you can share that with audience, I think people would love to know that as well from him.
Oh, this should have been the first question, if you recall, right? Yeah. I think
Yes.
it was our MBA first semester exam, and then we all were like very scared. And then we gathered at a place, common place, कि कैसे पढ़ाई करना है. And then we don't know what we decided कैसे पढ़ाई करना है, but we decided चलो कहीं घूम के आते हैं, mind relax होगा तो अच्छे से पढ़ाई कर पाएंगे. And that's how we made our first trip to Manali, Ratang, then Kasol. And after that, that day we were someday we were counting how many times I've been to Manali. We were able to count 16, 17 times, and after that we forgot the count. So that one trip really connected me with the nature, mountain, and then now it's like I really love. Since then, I think Himachal is my next second home, I would say. So that's how
I
I.
I am I am very sure of that. And I just love the photos that you all give, from that mountains. That's amazing as well.
We should go. Sachin, we should do a live from mountain sometime.
यहाँ तो इंटरनेट आ गया, माउंटेन पे इंटरनेट चलेगा.
माउंटेन
वहां
पे
पे
आता
आएगी.
है क्योंकि माउंटेन
माउंटेन पे
वाला
आता
ऐड
है.
आता है वहां पे आता है.
ये गया नहीं ना कभी सर. यू हैव टू गो सम टाइम.
Yes.
यू शुड गो टू द
बोरिंग है यार
माउंटेन्स,
सचिन.
एक्सप्लोर इट.
You don't have anything. बस काम है पर्सनल. That's so.
सही बात.
My advice: please take out time for yourself when you are not making a reel away from digital.
Okay, sir. Done.
Now my question to Sachin
Done.
is, बिकॉज आप पहाड़ों में तो जाते नहीं हो, ठीक है, एडिटिंग में सबसे क्या अच्छा है? मैं ये पूछ रहा था
अरे
कि
मैं
आप तो
गया
पहाड़ों में गए नहीं
था.
कभी, तो आप हमें ये बताइए कि आप जब रील्स बनाते हैं तो आपको कौन सा प्रोसेस सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है, विच गिव्स यू अ काइंड ऑफ अ लिबरेशन दैट प्रोबब्ली खेम गेट्स व्हेन इज इन द माउंटेन, दैट डोपामिन भर भर के आ रहा है. ऐसा क्या काम करते हो आप जब आप अपनी एडिटिंग वगैरह करते हैं, रील्स वगैरह बनाते हैं, दैट यू गेट दैट डोपामिन हाई?
I can give you this answer without him thinking.
क्या?
जब वो एक मैसेज आता है ना बैंक का, वो रील बनाने के बाद, that's the time when he gets the highest dopamine. सचिन, am I
वो
right?
तो है ही. ऑफ कोर्स वो तो है ही भाई.
I know
बट
my
फिर भी
people so well.
बट फिर भी वो वाला जो मैसेज आता है, वो मैसेज का अमाउंट आपके अमाउंट से कम ही होता है.
We can have another YouTube live on that topic later, some other time.
लाइव तो नहीं करोगे आप वो, आई एम श्योर.
और बताइए घर पे
बट
कैसा,
खैर
सब ठीक ठाक है?
बट एनीवेज रूपम, एडिटिंग करने के बाद ना जो वीडियो, सो आई मीन मतलब मेरे को एडिटिंग करना इतना अच्छा तो आता नहीं. ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम आई हैव जस्ट लर्नड इट थ्रू यूट्यूब एंड अदर सम डिफरेंट सॉफ्टवेयर्स एंड ऑल. सो एडिटिंग करने के बाद जब फाइनल रील बहुत अच्छी बन जाती है ना, तो उसमें बड़ा मजा आता है कि यार बहुत बढ़िया बन गई. एंड कई बार ऐसे भी होता है कि रील बना, मतलब इंटरव्यू लेने गए कभी तो माइक ऑन नहीं करा रह गया, या पीछे से वो हिल रहा था बार बार, तो शर्ट हिल रही थी तो माइक में डिस्टर्बेंस आ गई. तो इट गेट्स रियली रियली पिसिंग ऑफ कि अब मैं वापस उसके पास नहीं जा सकता उसको बोलने भाई ये फिर से इंटरव्यू करना है. सो इट इज नॉट इजी, इट इज वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डू इट. यू नीड टू हैव लॉट ऑफ पेशेंस, and over the period of time things have become better and better in terms of editing and all also. I will also tell you, I have got such weird request. There is a guy समवेयर इन वेस्ट इंडीज के पास कोई एक छोटा सा आइलैंड है, मैंने भी नाम नहीं सुना हुआ, मुझे गूगल करके ढूंढना पड़ा. ही इज एन इंडियन, ही वाज देयर इन बॉम्बे, ही मैसेज मी दैट आई एम इन बॉम्बे, आई वांट टू मीट यू. मैंने कहा बट व्हाई. पहले तो मुझे फील हुआ कि स्पैम मैसेज है, बिकॉज फोन नंबर कुछ अजीब सा था, तो मैंने उसको ब्लॉक कर दिया. देन ही मैसेज मी ऑन ऑन इंस्टाग्राम की मुझे आपसे मिलना है, मैसेज यू. मैंने एंड देन दैट पर्सन वाज 65 इयर्स ओल्ड. तो मैंने उनका नंबर लिया, मैंने कहा सर सॉरी, मेरे को नहीं पता था कि इट्स अ जेन्युइन पर्सन. सो आई कॉल्ड हिम अप एंड आई आस्क्ड हिम, मैंने कहा आप किस लिए मिलना चाहते थे. देन ही वांटेड मी टू इनवाइट ऑप्टिशियन टू इन्वेस्ट फॉर अ शोरूम, फॉर अ रिटेल स्टोर एंड ऑप्टिकल बिजनेस इन हिज कंट्री. तो वो इसके लिए मुझे फोन कर रहा था. मतलब इट वाज सच अ वेird थिंग. मैंने अपनी वाइफ को बताया, मैंने कंट्री का भी नाम नहीं सुना हुआ, एंड ही वाज रेडी टू स्पॉन्सर मी अ ट्रिप दैट यू कम एंड आस्क ऑप्टिशियन टू जस्ट टू इन्वेस्ट some money in our country, but वहाँ जाने के लिए आपको वो US का वीजा चाहिए था. सर वो मेरे पास नहीं था. अगर वो होता then he would have sponsored my trip also. You just come down there and make content.
That's good. In fact, I just recollect we were asking Sachin that what do you do? I think one other passion which Sachin has is interior decoration, interior designing, and I have seen he has done a lot of beautiful projects. I've seen photographs, and then because we have worked together, when often when we used to check in into hotel, he will scan the hotel, the room, and then he will give his expert comment. ये जो झूला है ना, ये इधर होना चाहिए था. ये जो शामियाना है, ये जच नहीं रहा है. So that's another passion which he has. I don't know why he's not sharing, because maybe he's too much workaholic that he has forgotten, or he don't want to express this at this forum. Sachin,
संगत का असर होता है. जब से आपसे बिछड़ गए ना काम पे, तब से ये हालत है इनकी.
सर वॉशरूम में टाइम था ना ये सब देखने का, अब टाइम नहीं है.
Okay.
But
why I'm saying this is anybody who wants an expert opinion on interiors, he can definitely help.
And also, I have made about 5-6 showrooms, retail stores for someone. I have designed these stores and not for someone. Yeah.
So a quick disclaimer: Mr. Puri does not do anything for free. Get his charges, have that balance in your bank, and then approach him for interior decoration. He would be more than happy to oblige you after that.
And even interviews and podcast also. तो 6 महीने पहले मैंने किसी के करे मुफ्त में, but अब नहीं करता मैं. Because interview लेना आसान है, edit करना is very very difficult.
So what is the tools that you use for editing? Let us know that as well.
तो आई विल जस्ट शो यू. सॉफ्टवेयर है यार. एक वीड करके सॉफ्टवेयर है, कैनवा है. कैनवा इज लाइक अगर छोटा रील बनाना हो 10-15 सेकंड का या 1-2 मिनट का, इट इज वेरी गुड. वीड इज वेरी गुड. सो वीड इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ वेबसाइट जिसमें आप पूरा का पूरा अपना वीडियो अपलोड करते हैं. तो उसमें टाइम बड़ा लगता है. पहले अपलोड होता है, फिर एडिटिंग होता है, फिर डाउनलोड होता है. सो देयर इज अ वे दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज अ सॉफ्टवेयर. मॉनव्यू करके एक सॉफ्टवेयर है, but वो थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है यूज करना. आई एम नॉट प्रो इन दैट, सो आई प्रेफर यूजिंग वीड. देन आई डाउनलोड इट एंड देन आई डू द माइनर एडिटिंग्स ऑन कैनवा.
सचिन को तो नाम से ही पसंद आ गया होगा सॉफ्टवेयर. That's why he's using it.
If you want, if you let me just try if I can show you any of these. Now I can show
So Sachin,
you.
I have a question while you are searching for that. What has been your best experience so far when you have interviewed somebody or made a podcast or a reel? Maybe without taking names, if you can share some experience.
Sure. So I will definitely do that also, Khem. So if you can see just as a reference point, can you see my page?
Yeah.
तो अगर तुम देखो, ये ऊपर एक वीडियो है और ये नीचे सारे एडिटेड वर्जन है. इसको कट कॉपी. सो जो वीडियोस हैं वो दिख रही होंगी आपको. देन इन बिटवीन आई हैव ओवरलेड विद अदर कंटेंट. कोई और वीडियो अपलोड कर दी उसके ऊपर, ओवरले किया हुआ है. देन देयर आर म्यूजिक्स आल्सो. एट द बॉटम यू सी दीज ऑल आर बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक्स व्हिच आई हैव एडेड. So it is very very difficult. कोई भी चीज इधर से उधर होगी, everything gets haywire. And when you do this, you need to get the approval then from the client and then from the optician also. So it is very long process, and it takes a lot of time. Sometimes you get like pissed off, यार किसी और से करा लेता हूँ मैं. But then किसी और से कराऊंगा.
So you can reach out to me, Sachin, if you face any issues here. Later on, like you can give me a call if you face any issues in editing. So I keep doing it for very small of my presentations and very small in-house for our in-house presentations and stuff. So I have had my hand on a couple of softwares. Like अभी आप बता रहे थे वो voice हिल रहा है, उसको fix करने का अच्छा तरीका है, मतलब एक quick fix है उसका. तो maybe we can speak about it later.
Okay.
So probably I'll take this cue from Khem and I'll probably tell this to the broader audience as well. Is that, see, this is how it works, right? If help is always there, but sometimes we don't ask for it, right? So Sachin never asked Khem for help, right?
And we spoke so much, so often.
Yes, So this is my request to all of you: is help is always available, and I have seen that in my life as well. I am very sure, Khem and Sachin has seen as well. If you ask for help, you will get
Yeah.
help. Ask for it. Don't be shy, right? And don't keep it within yourself. Please go ahead and ask for help. I think it is there. So Sachin got a help as well. Of course, we'll have to understand that whether this help is going to be free, or I guess it will be free for Sachin, but
Yeah, help can be free, so that's not a problem. If anyone is
मैं किसी का help नहीं
No,
करूंगा,
no,
free में मैं
help is
क्यों कर
always
दूंगा?
free when it is given to Sachin.
Yes.
That is the condition. That is the rule, right, Sachin?
हाँ, मुझे कोई हेल्प चाहिए वो भी फ्री है, मैं कर दूंगा हेल्प, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं. If you are looking for something, also to tell you, any of the optometrists who wants to get a resume done, optometrists have very pathetic resumes, so you need to have a good resume. And if someone calls you for an interview, never ask ki salary kya doge. It has happened so many times with me that optometrists ask, the first question is salary kya doge. It is very bad. You shouldn't ask. That is something which should be the last question. And if anyone is looking for a help in getting his resume done, you can message me on YouTube itself, or my Instagram channel. So you can just message
So
me there. I
Sachin,
can help you out for the cost.
on that, I have a question for you. Like when people who want to hire optometrists, what do they ask you? I'm sure people would have approached you that, okay, we need optometrist. So what do they say?
So सबसे पहले तो ना, this even जो hire करता है, he always have this kind of thing कि मुझे ना इस price bracket में चाहिए.
That is the problem, Sachin. No.
हाँ,
So it's like
I
both the
will
ways. It's not only optometrists doing this. It is
I
of
will
the other end also. They also have a bracket, and they are not asking, okay, these are the skill set I'm looking for. So if that has to change from there. If they are also talking, I think this is right now, it's a very good communication. What they are expecting, they are also receiving the same. The moment the recruiters start talking on skill set, they will start getting resumes where people are talking about their skill set. Right now they're also asking bracket. So I don't think there's anything wrong when optometrists are saying, responding in the same manner.
But the
Rupam,
key
do you have?
takeaway is no, no, the key takeaway is two things. Is basically when I think, taking cues from both Sachin and Khem, what I can actually say is, first and foremost, your resume has to be for every job. Your resume should change, at least the first part of your resume. It has to change based on that job. But how will you change it if the potential employer has not even told what is required, right? So how do you change your resume? So that's another part of it. And what I love from this conversation is, today, because you have joined this YouTube live from Quick Eyes, Mr. Sachin Puri, you get a free opportunity to get your resume updated by Sachin Puri, right? And he's very good at it, I can assure you on that. So please reach out to him. I think probably the first 10 who reaches out to him gets a CV done by him, because after that he will also not have the bandwidth to do it for you. So the first 10 who ping Sachin gets a resume updated by Mr. Sachin. That's one good part of it. Second part of it is, again, coming to that, is, see, this is the help you get without even asking, but you just have to be proactive and reach Mr. Sachin Puri. Because many a times I've seen optoms struggling in their daily life. They're struggling with their work. They're struggling personally as well, but they don't reach out to people, right? Please reach out. Help is there if you ask for it. And the best part is to ask help from strangers, right? Because they don't judge you. I know it is very
They
difficult
don't
to
judge
ask help
you,
from
right?
somebody, yes,
I like
from
that.
somebody it is very difficult, right? I have been through bad phases as well, and I've written to people like Mel Robinson. She has answered. I've written mails to Simon Sinek. He has answered, because they don't know me. They are not judging me. So I have written mails to them, and they've answered. So help is always at hand. Don't shy away. And probably three of us over here can assure you that if
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
want to
Reach out
talk,
to
we are
us.
there. We are there. Yes, I guess. And quickly, 10 people who are new optometrists or already an optometrist looking for a job, please reach out to Sachin Puri for a free resume evaluation and probably an updation. It's free, free, free. So yes, grab that, and that's what you get because you have spent your time with us in this life today. So nothing goes waste in life. That's another thing. Whatever you put in will come up in certain ways.
correct.
Okay.
Sachin is cursing me now that 10 CV बनानी पड़ेगी अभी, बस फंसा दिया इसने तो.
नहीं बना देंगे ऐसे कुछ.
Sachin, we know that yeah. So is there any other question? Any more question in the chat?
No. There's
No
no.
question.
Asha Ayush is writing CL. I don't know why CL is she is the. That's it. So anyway, so Kim, I wanted to tell you about this guy. So you see this guy. So this
Okay.
was my first full-time interview, full interview which I did after नीलेश sir's interview. इसको करने के बाद मुझे motivation आ गया था. So he's just 23 years old, 1.5 years back. अब 25 साल का हो गया. It's a brand called Sam and Marshall. You should go and check out online. It's a pure
Yeah.
D2C brand.
I remember we spoke about it, Sachin. Like, Yeah. I remember about this.
अमेजिंग पर्सन. ये अपनी स्कूटी पे माल बेचता था चश्मों का पानीपत में, सोनीपत में. बट देन ही थॉट कि मैं अपना ही क्यों ना चैनल स्टार्ट करूं. सो देन आई स्टार्टेड देन अपना ही क्यों ना D2C ब्रांड बनाऊं. सो ही हैज फुल्ली फंडेड हिज ओन कंपनी एंड आई थिंक राइट नाउ ही इज डूइंग अ टर्नओवर ऑफ अबाउट 50-60 lakhs मंथली.
That's good.
सिर्फ 25 साल का लड़का. वेरी 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 नाइस गाय. आई जस्ट रिसेंटली मेट हिम आल्सो. So this way there are many people I met. कोकोलेनी तो इट्स लाइक, मतलब मुझे ज्यादा ब्रांड बनते कैसे इन सबका नॉलेज नहीं था, बट कोकोलेनी में करके इतना समझ आ गया दैट द काइंड ऑफ ब्रांड अर्जुन हैज मेड no one has done in India, especially in the eyewear space. Matlab you can't compare it. So there are customers coming in his stores who buy a Cocolini frame, spend about 1 lakh rupee. 1 लाख रुपए क्रेडिट कार्ड से देते हैं, कहते हैं 4 चश्मे बना दो. सो इट्स लाइक फैन फॉलोइंग इज लाइक फेविकॉल, मतलब चिपका हुआ है बिल्कुल Cocolini का कस्टमर एंड इट डजंट गो एनीवेयर. They can get back to us any day, anytime. And if you want to do such kind of more sessions, I would love doing it with people, even with any freshers and all who really want to come up on my channel. And then again, we can get Khem, Rupam, and many other people who can share their journey and share their thoughts about what all different things can be done within the industry. And yeah, that's it. That's it from my end.
Rupam.
Khem, अब तुमने अब तुमने बंद करने से पहले कुछ बताना है.
Sorry, come again.
पैकेज कितना, शेयर समथिंग.
हाँ, बिल्कुल. I am waiting for my turn. Let Rupam conclude first.
Yeah, so probably yes, absolutely rightly put by Sachin. We just wanted to have a bit of a fun and probably give you an opportunity to know us a bit more. I don't know how much of justice we have done to that, but a big thanks to Sachin because he has thought of our name in the first place when he wanted to go first live, of a successful channel that it's going to be in the future as well. It's already very successful. Quick Eyes, it is going to be even more successful as well. So thank you very much, Sachin, for that. Having Khem with me was an amazing part because I have a huge respect for that guy. I just, probably I respect
Same
him
here.
more than I love him. So that's how it is. So having him on the this YouTube live was like, I know nothing can go wrong because you will get my back for sure if something goes wrong. So that kind of belief and faith I have on Khem for sure. That was a part of it. So thank you, Khem, for joining in. And last but least, for all the optometrists who joined, or non-optometrists, opticians, people from other field who joined, thank you for joining in and encouraging us on this journey of speaking with you. It has been a great rewarding for us to have you, all of you, over here. The only thing, probably a concluding comment, is what I have learned over a period of time is that if you do good, good is going to come to you. Don't leave that path of being good, right? Because don't let the circumstances change you. Don't let people win over you and make you a bitter and bad person. If you stay good, good will happen over a period of time. That's what I've learned from my life. And this YouTube live was an experience for me that, being on the right path, people like Sachin would give me a opportunity to come on his YouTube live and have Khem as one of the speaker or probably a co-participant in this YouTube live. So thank you very much. Life is beautiful. Take care of it. Ask for help. We are always there in any way you require it. So yes, Khem, over to you.
Also, before giving it to Khem, so I just want to tell everyone there whosoever is there. So every month Khem goes for travel for 5-6 days without his wife and his kid. I don't know how both of them allow him to go. And he is doing every month. He is going with his 4-5 friends. So if someone knows her wife or whenever they meet his wife, you should go and check with her that ऐसे कैसे हो रहा है ये? This it's not good. It's ethically not good.
Yeah, I know. So I know Sachin really don't want to end this because he really want so many questions, answers of so many questions. But you will have your answers soon, Sachin. For that, you have to travel with us. Be part of that trip. You will get your answers. Maybe you
पक्का
may
पक्का
also get some tricks and tips to do it for yourself.
सही बात है.
That would be a travel live, like this
Yeah.
YouTube live, and you will learn a lot of things.
Yeah, and we will not charge you like you keep charging for everything. We will not charge you.
ठीक है.
Right? Okay,
ऐसे
so I
आते
think
तो नंबर
I
का बड़ा होता है ना इसलिए.
I really enjoyed. It's always good to talk to people, and what we were discussing during the discussions also, that I really love talking to people, especially when they're optometrists. They're very close to heart.
Rupam. Bye, Khem.
They're very close to heart. This is first time I've spoken to Sachin so long, and we didn't had any dissatisfaction on our topic of discussion, any contradictions. This is first time ever happened since I know him. Coming back to like we have a very small industry, and then majority of us are very good people. I think we should talk to each other more often. That's what I would say. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sachin, for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Rupam,
Okay.
I've seen your journey. Both of us have, traveled this part together almost at the same time. It's privileged to be with you in this particular live chat. Thank you, Sachin, for the opportunity.
And you are looking beautiful in that
Thank
sunglass.
And I will
We
not
got a
tell
mistake.
anything. I will not tell anything which I don't believe. You look better without any glasses. So natural looks are always good. Good.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you, Sachin. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Rupam.
Bye.